MSI?
No, I do not. Get into it.
Okay, look into it. It's called Medical Services Inc. It was a medical program, and it was funded and managed by the doctors. When they came up with this idea of a federal health system, they promised that it would never exceed what the Medical Service Inc. were charging for certain services, only through, percentage because of inflation. About 2 months after they disbanded MSI and the federal government took over the healthcare system, the cost of healthcare doubled. It doubled in about 2 months.
What year was this?
After they took it away from the doctor.
What year was this?
In the 60s.
The 60s.
I hate to tell you, but it was in the 60s.
So before I was born, I've never known any other situation.
Well, if you research it, it was an amazing system. It was an amazing system, and there was no reason to abandon it, except that the federal government could see federalized health care as a way to get more money into their coffers. That was the only reason. Not because it wasn't efficient, not because it didn't work. They took it away from the doctors because they saw that they could make more money.
Do you think that the people that got involved with this back then, if they had foreseen government transgender surgery on children, if they had foreseen COVID shots, if they had foreseen thalidomide, if they had foreseen, I could go on and on and on. Do you think that they would have agreed to it back then? I don't think that they would have.
No, my dad was just a farmer, and I say that with all respect. He was an amazing farmer, but he was a man who wanted his freedom. He didn't want the government interfering. He hated the wheat board. He hated the bonuses. He hated all of that stuff, the crow rate. And I remember when they disbanded MSI and brought in the healthcare system, he said, I'm going to tell you, he said, this is the end of cheap healthcare.
And he was right.
Yeah.
Your dad was a visionary. Well, I guess they should have listened to the farmers back then in regards to the healthcare system. Not only that, but the medically assisted suicide in Canada is rapidly climbing. And not only that, but they're broadening the pretext that you would need in order to qualify for medically assisted suicide. I mean, as it is right now, a minor could go to them and tell them that they're depressed and they would qualify without even letting the parents know. I doubt they saw that coming either.
Yeah, same as the shot, same as the jab. Parents weren't allowed to have any input in, and it's the same thing. They've taken parental rights totally away. These new leftist governments, they have absolutely stripped parents of their rights, and hopefully we get some conservative thinkers in power that'll restore those rights back to the parents. We've got to get the family back intact. If we don't get the family back intact, it doesn't matter what else we do. It's all, it'll be downhill. So we need leaders that will encourage families in their policies. We'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, look, it's going to be done. It's going to be done through the ballot box.